Hey folks, Mike and McGee. In today's video, we're going to make the sausage that was our favorite of all time last year of all the sausages we made. It's a deer sausage, venison. The boys have gone down to get the deer. We're going to lay it here. We're going to debone it. We're going to mix it through the grinder. We're going to grind some fat, mangalets of pork, and then we're going to get into our seasonings, and it's going to be good. Let's do it. Here's the knife. Fat for this sausage, so I'm going to cut some fat off of this big mangalets of pig here. Deer meat is just known for being lean, lean, lean. We've got to harvest some fat to put into this sausage so it'll be juicy. And mangalets of fat will do the job. I need about 10 pounds. That was probably 3 or 4 right there with one swoop. There we go. That should be enough. We're going to go ahead and grind this fat through and throw it in the freezer so it'll be ground one time, it'll be coarse ground and mixed into this sausage. It's going to make a real nice definition. I don't think I've told you what kind of sausage I'm making yet, but it's going to be amazing. Let's get into it and grind this up. You want to help me, Caleb? Just stick it in. Stick her on. Let's put a piece of meat through just to make sure all our fat's out. As soon as you see meat coming, stop, clean it off. All right, I'm gonna throw this in the deep freeze. It could be chilling, getting cold. And then by that time, Dave's gonna be done with that. We'll grind the meat and we'll get busy with our seasonings. All right, I decided to go ahead and put a little more fat in, just a little bit there. We'll mix it through, grind it twice with the meat when we do the double grind. That is exactly what we'll do. These Mangalitha pigs are unbelievable when it comes to fat, making fat. And if you're into making sausage, fat is where it's at. If you're into eating healthy, believe it or not, fat is where it's at. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, at this point, I can no longer hide what kind of sausage I'm making. It's gonna be jalapeno cheddar. Look at them jalapenos. So the only thing I'm gonna cut off of them are these stems right here. And then the rest is going through the grinder because we want the seeds, we want the placenta, we want the 100% jalapeno. And I need to wash them real quick because they are store-bought. Don't usually use store-bought peppers in my sausage, but Mary's ate all the ones she raised this year. And now, believe it or not, she's running off gonna get married. She probably will never raise me another pepper in my life. All right, the boys are grinding. Grind it in whatever order you want because it's going to go in a mixer. That mixer will mix it up. That's incredible. All right, I'm gonna release this, and then I need you to throw it in reverse for just half a second to kick its plate off, and then we'll replace it with the fine grind, which is right here. All right, didn't really want to kick it off. Take this over there and rinse it off in the sink. There we go. Alright, now that we got that done, we'll slide this back, put this in. If we didn't have a mixer, we would have to already have put our seasoning on our meat and grind it through, but we've got a mixer. Those of you that follow the channel, you know this is not my house. You know this is not my grinder or my mixer. I have got so many comments recently saying, why don't you get your boys to help you make sausage, and on and on and on. Very negative comments. And my boys are at work. I finally got a day here with my boys not at work. Do you like not being at work? Mm-hmm. And now look what you got to do. How do you like that? I don't think these boys are too happy with y'all. But my neighbor over here and their children love to help make sausage. So a lot of times you see them on the channel. Just be thankful. Don't be negative. It's so nice to have somebody that wants to help do it. My boys helped me make sausage for years. They know how to do it now. My neighbor's kids that live here, they need to learn too. So that's what we're doing. When you put it through the second grind, what we've discovered is it's better not to make compact balls with sausage, because they sit there and then you have to push them. And if this fat ever gets smeared into that meat, it just starts going round and round and round on the auger. The whole batch goes round and round, so instead of pushing it through, it just spins and you can't get it pushed through. So turn it on, we'll get this thing started. Just put small handfuls in like this. So just take them, put them in loose like this. Joe, you can come do it if you want. The main thing is to leave it loose. If you leave it loose, it'll crumble into that thing and just push. So how about it, boy? We're going to start putting our meat in, and then we're going to mix our spices and our seasonings. All right, so here's our blend of spices. This is going to be a 45-pound batch, so 1.5 teaspoons per pound. That comes basically 60 teaspoons of salt. I'm going just a little less than what it called for. We got garlic, we've got onion, we've got black pepper, we've got, and this is what makes this recipe right here, mustard, ground mustard powder, and whole mustard seed. That is what makes this, as well as the wonderful jalapeños. The other thing that makes this really pop, high temp cheddar. You want to get the high temp cheddar that's already cut up and cubed up. You want to put that in there, and then of course you want your main base of fat. So we're going to go in with this meat real quick. I don't know if you can help do this as short as you are. This is pretty sticky stuff already. It's yet to be seen all this is going to fit, but I think it will. I think it's a 50-pound mixer, and 45 pounds should just do it. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Go ahead and clean that on out. There's fat, been in the freezer. In goes the salt. After you put the salt in, everything else is just according to your taste. This right here is onion powder. Garlic powder. Black pepper. Mustard seeds. Mustard powder. This is a full 1.75 ounces going in. Going in with about a half a bag of cheese. This will be about 2.5 pounds roughly, and we'll add more. This is all frozen, which is really going to help keep the temperature down on this entire sausage bag. Alright, this will break it up a lot better. Right now it's just too thick. Before we proceed and package this meat up, we've got to find out if it's any good. What if it turns out it'll be no good? We've got to add something to it. Right now is the chance to add something to it. So we're going to fry up this, and you'll get a chance for your dream to see the boys once again taste testing. Oh, it feels tender and juicy. I'm just going to break it into 5 pieces.
It's looking good.
It does. It actually feels very good. Smells good. Caleb got the biggest piece. All right, here you go, folks. Very juicy.
Wow. It's got the good jalapeno flavor.
Jalapeño's coming through. It's not hot though.
No.
Should we mix some hot pepper in it?
I think it's good.
You know good the way it is? All right. Very creamy and cheesy.
Yeah, the cheese is really good.
It's really good.
Okay. There you go, folks. McGie boy taste test. We're going to get busy, fill up this big old stuffer, start stuffing it in bags. We're getting ready to be done. folks, how do you like them apples? Got the boys involved and we knocked this out. This is almost 50 pounds of meat. You know what? Let's weigh it and see exactly how much it is. 53.2 pounds. This here weighs about 2 pounds, so a tiny bit over 50 pounds. There you go. That's why I didn't want to fit all in there in that mixer. Anyway, very, very happy with our jalapeno cheddar sausage. What do you think about it, kid? Yeah. Somebody this week commented and said, "Get Caleb back on here. He's the star of the show." Well, sometimes he's a star of the show and sometimes he's a no-show. He's out in the woods hunting squirrels, trapping. How many traps you got out right now? 10? That's twice of what I've got out. These boys been trapping. We're going to do a trapping video, so don't worry about that. But anyway, we're just tickled to be here. It's always great for me to be able to work with the boys because I don't have to work so hard. But anyway, that's all we got for you today. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you could get your hands on a deer, some cheddar, some jalapenos, and some good old pig fat, make you a batch of that. You will not regret it. That's one of the best flavors I've had all year. But anyway, that's all we've got for you today. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.